If you suffer from the fear of abandonment, then it likely has a widespread effect on your entire life. If you are afraid of being abandoned, you will make decisions that might not just be in your best interest. So let's talk about the fear of abandonment in some detail and work on some solutions to overcoming the stored emotions that are associated with that fear. When it comes to overcoming traumas like the fear of abandonment, there are generally two different approaches that are applied. Energy healers will do energy healing to lift the negative emotion associated with the trauma, or psychologists will use talk therapy to work through these issues, which can be effective, but it can also take years to yield results. Energy healing can be effective as well, but sometimes it fades over time. But my personal favorite approach is to work with and teach the individual how to think differently and apply energy healing or talk therapy on top of that to create a holistic approach to resolving that trauma. So let's take the fear of abandonment and break it down a little bit more. It's not just this overall fear of abandonment issue. There are multiple issues inside of the fear of abandonment. So what are those? I don't feel safe. The fear of the unknown. I don't believe in myself. I'm lacking personal inner strength, so I'm dependent on others. I don't love myself. I fear repeating the past trauma again. I blame myself for the abandonment situation. Each one of those has so much nuance to it, I can make a ton of videos on each one, and I probably will over time. But here's a quick approach that you can use for any of these things. There are 4 truths that you can apply to any of one of these or any other situations, beliefs, limiting beliefs, traumas, fears, lower vibrational emotions, any of that. And so we're going to walk through each of those 4 things now. First of all, I am a soul who is infinite. Everything happens exactly as it's supposed to. Everything happens for me, not to me. I'm here as an incarnation in this life to have challenging, purposeful, growth-inducing experiences. So let's apply the 4 truths to the first item in the breakdown that we did of the fear of abandonment. And the first one is, I don't feel safe, and the first truth is, I am a soul who is infinite. Okay, so let's look at that. I don't feel safe, and the truth is, I am a soul who is infinite. All right. Well, that means that if you are a soul who is infinite, then you're never going to cease to exist. So the concept of not feeling safe is very limited to this experience. And if you might say, well, this experience, this life experience where I'm going to maybe live 80 years and have all this crazy stuff go on, this is really serious. This is really a problem that if I can't feel safe in this entire life experience, then things are going to be very miserable. Well, yeah, that may be true. But at the very least, this is a tiny, 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 tiny portion of your existence as an infinite being, as an infinite soul. Your soul cannot be harmed. You're not going to carry anything from this life into your soul experience except for maybe the memory of it. After this life is over, I'm going to return to unconditional love bliss, where none of this stuff matters at all. Okay? The second truth. Everything happens exactly as it's supposed to. So you not feeling safe is all a part of the design, your design, before you even came here. So you wanted to experience what it would feel like to not feel safe. Well, of course you would. You're an infinite soul, surrounded by unconditional love bliss. Why don't you find out what it's like to not feel safe? It'll certainly be a foreign experience for you, and you're here to have that experience, and it's okay to. Now it's just up to you as to how you want to deal with it. And the third truth, everything happens for me, not to me. Okay, so I don't feel safe. This experience of not feeling safe is not a punishment. You did nothing wrong. This is an experience that you wanted to see. It's happening for you to grow from, to expand from, to learn from, to suffer from, so that you can be triumphant and overcome it. Or maybe it's just to suffer from it for a long time and slowly make your way out of it. Maybe it's so that you can teach others what it's like. Or maybe you discover how to get out of it and you teach them how to as well. It's all happening for you. It's not happening to you. The fourth truth, I'm here to have a challenging, purposeful, growth-inducing experience. And so why would I choose an easy one? Why? No, you wouldn't. You would choose a challenging one. You don't go to watch a movie that's boring. You're going to watch a movie that's challenging and the characters are triumphant or they change their lives. Something amazing happens in the story. Otherwise, you're not going to bother with the story. Well, this is just a movie where you're the main character and you've chosen all these challenges. So congratulations, here you are. It's now time for you to experience those challenges and triumph over them on your own. So you can apply all four of these truths to each one of the 7 aspects that we identified. There's probably many more of the fear of abandonment. So let's say that you've gone ahead and you've gone all the way through this. I'm going to allow you to do this on your own, and you can check this at the end to see if you can look at these things in the same way as this. The first one, I don't feel safe. Well, at least I know that I'm infinite, and I don't carry this I don't feel safe feeling over to being the infinite being. And as a matter of fact, since I know that I am safe for all of eternity, then I maybe don't feel it so much anymore, because this idea of not feeling safe is very limited by this 3D experience. And I'm so much bigger, broader, and more expansive than that I don't really necessarily have to tune into that feeling. I am open to feeling the infinite life, the infinite consciousness that I get to have as a soul. Fear of the unknown. It doesn't matter what happens next, because everything's happening exactly as it's supposed to, and everything's happening for me. So whatever happens next will be both of those things, and I welcome whatever that might be, because I know that it's going to be a new challenge that I get to overcome, a new opportunity for me to grow. I don't believe in myself. Well, I guess that's true, but I did go through all of this stuff to get to this moment, so I'm still alive. I managed to survive it, and because I'm here to have these myriad experiences that I'm going to grow from and expand from, I would imagine that no matter what comes up next, I'll find some way to get something out of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, so I can trust in that. I'm lacking personal inner strength, and I'm dependent on others. Well, that may be true, and that's what it's felt like so far, but I'm also here and excited to find out maybe I can triumph over this. So let's see what comes up next. Maybe this is going to be my opportunity to stand on my own and be independent. I don't love myself. Well, this is a great one, because if we have fear of abandonment, then we're often saying something to the effect of, I need someone else to love me because I don't love myself. You know, it's just not true. You are an infinite soul, and all you are is unconditional love. That's all you do. You love unconditionally. So how could you not unconditionally love an infinite soul? Then that's what you are. And since I am that infinite soul, I can go ahead and love myself from the perspective of that soul who loves all that exists, and also because I am a part of that infinite soul. I have fear of repeating my past trauma. Well, that means once again that it's happening for me. I'm getting to experience this past trauma over and over and over again. Maybe it's just twice, but maybe it just keeps on going. And I'm going to keep experiencing it because one of these times I'm going to overcome it. I'm going to transcend. I'm going to step into my power. So as many times as it takes, I'm ready. I blame myself for the abandonment situation. This is an easy one to imagine because you think, oh, this person got tired of me. I wasn't good enough. I was annoying, whatever it was. But actually, is it really your fault? Or, truth number 2, everything happens exactly as it's supposed to. So this was going to happen anyway. So I I'm off the hook. I don't have to blame myself for this. Sure, I can learn some lessons and maybe I can treat the next person in a different way. And that could be one of those great experiences and growth opportunities that I'm here to have. But either way, I know that it's all happening for me exactly as it's supposed to, and I'm ready for whatever's next. This is the mindset. This is the mindset that I'm talking about. The more that you can see things through the four truths, the better. So sit back and apply this to freaking everything. Everything you don't like in life, apply these truths and watch as your mindset starts to shift one by one. This is one of many approaches that I take in my 7-week program to help people get over negative entity attachments, and I'm excited to be able to help as many people as I do. So if you're interested in more information about that, you can find a link in the description below to set up a call and we can chat about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. There are so many more on this channel, all dedicated to helping you with negative entities or any other problem that you're experiencing in your life. And I'm so excited to find out how much you gain by stepping into your power, by raising your vibrational frequency and applying the four truths and so many other methods to make your life so much better. I love you unconditionally, and I'll see you in the next video.